No, son. Whoa. Get on in there. Get on in there. Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Getting just a little bit of a late start. I don't know what time it is, about 7:15. So yeah, we're about an hour and a half later than usual, but I don't have to go into the office today. So I said, why not go ahead and wait and feed after daylight? Got the kids out the door and off to school. But yeah, the cows, creatures of habit, they are used to being fed. Yeah, again, about an hour or so ago. So the same for the horses. Everybody wants their breakfast. Hey, for once, the family ate before the cows ate. Most days it's the other way around. But anyway, we appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, got a bunch of things to do today. Like always, hit that like and subscribe button, please, if you have not already. Let's get after it. And the chickens are apparently pretty smart. They're coming down here to the gravity wagon because they know we spill a little corn every day. Yeah. Okay, so got them all fed. Of course, the two newest bulls are still a little bit spooky. I've got little plans for them later on this morning. I'll sneak around here and shut the gate so that they're all inside. Another thing, of course, I've mentioned a bunch of times, got the lights, obviously, which didn't need them this morning. We waited till after daylight to come and feed. We still got concrete to get poured. And oh yeah, I mean, shutting the gate, start them up. Still gotta adjust our panels and whatnot to make this much less wonky and get everything squared up. Our plan is this weekend, making a little road trip to go pick up you know, the variety of different panels, a couple of different gates and whatnot, to get everything completed and exactly like we want it. But in doing that, you know, I had in my mind, I was like, I'll borrow a trailer. My dad's got a good trailer. Well, lights aren't working on his, which is typical. Nobody ever has an equipment trailer, a flatbed trailer with lights working. You know, the old joke is if you ever do see somebody with a trailer like that and all the lights work, you just got to assume they're doing something illegal, because otherwise they never always work. But we're gonna have to make a little road trip, pretty decent little road trip, and on the interstate and whatnot. So it's my long way of getting it. I think I'm gonna go buy a trailer this morning. Later on today, talk to a buddy of mine that sells them. I think he's got just about exactly what we need. We've been needing one anyway. Anytime we're gonna haul some square hay or anything where we need a flatbed trailer like that, we're having to borrow one, which is not too big of a deal. But it'd be nice just go ahead and have one of our own. So the herd quickly made their way from the feed bunks over here to the unrolled hay. Been a little more aggressive unrolling hay this week. Our goal was to unroll 2 every day. Yesterday I only got 1 unrolled because things were wild at the office. Didn't get much of a lunch break. But in typical fashion, we still got hay in the feeder somewhere over there, out there. So I guess still got 2 rolls in the feeders now. Naturally, the 2 rolls in the feeders are the ones that hay got rained on multiple times before it got baled and whatnot. So cows are kind of acting like my kids. You know, I got up and cooked breakfast this morning. eggs, sausage, bacon, biscuits, even made some instant grits. My daughter, I only want an egg white. So I had to give her just the egg whites. I don't like the bacon. My son was, you know, I just want sausage. And they're kind of the same way, like, oh, we don't want the hay that got rained on. Which, yeah, undoubtedly, this other hay is much better. But plan will be we'll unroll them another one a little later on, and just make them have that, what is in the feeders. If they get real hungry in between us unrolling, they've got something to eat. Okay, and these boys and one girl, they cleaned up that feed, which it's always cleaned up by the next time I feed, but I don't ever know how quickly they clean it up necessarily, because typically we've got a bunch of other stuff going on. I'm not back down here until, you know, next feeding time. Take my scale down. I'd hinted that we had some other plans for some of these, and yes, so our two that came from my dad and my uncle's herd, right there, the black one, and then with the little horns, and then the Hereford looking dude, they're still bulls. We're gonna get them banded. Going in there, going in that pen, going in there, going in there, going in there. Okay. Hold on, buddy, step up, step your head up. So now, another debate that it seems has gone on in my comments and whatnot for a while. Banding versus cutting. If you watch me long and listen to me much, you know we prefer to cut. The whole rip the Band-Aid off mentality. Over with, done with, hurts right there at first, but then that's it. They're over it pretty quickly. The band, you know, I mean, it's just, well, as you're about to see, it's just, you know, cutting off all the blood flow to the scrotum, to the testicles, and, you know, the tissue dies pretty quickly. Takes them sometimes up to 2 weeks to totally just fall off. But y'all, hey, y'all can watch along. We'll document that over these next several days. But, all right, I'm gonna complain about my brother for a second, because he was the last person to band any calves. There's literally one band in here. One. I have 2 bulls to band. I'm pretty sure I have some more in the house, but come on, man. You're gonna use all the bands up and not restock the box? But I should have checked that before I came down here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get this one done. It's just a welt. That other one isn't caught yet. There's one, there's 2. Okay. All right, big boy, sorry. So, yep, you can see the band is around them. Blood supply should be sufficiently cut off. There's a little indicator on our ratchet that tells you when you got it tight enough. Okay, we're gonna put a little dewormer on him, turn him back, run to the house, hopefully find another band, come back down here, because we can't do anything in a simple fashion. My side gate be less there we go. No, son. No. Get on there. Get on there. Going down there. Going down that alleyway. We got to get this set up more permanent. that this weekend, I hope. Or at least getting the rest of it purchased and getting it maybe put together next week. And having a post set so everything can be moved. And step on up there, big boy. Step on up there, big boy. And thankfully we did have a full bag of bands, it was like 100 probably. They just weren't in the box. No big deal. To say that stirred them up would be a bit of an understatement. That's why I used a bit of strategery and did it after they ate this morning, because I knew if we did this and then fed, you'd probably have, I don't know, about half of them would have probably come up and ate just like nothing ever happened. The other half of them, you know, especially the two that we just banded, wouldn't have even thought about, you know, coming to the feed bunk for a few hours. So hopefully by this evening, they'll be all calmed back down again and ready to come in here and enjoy some dinner. But it's one project off the to-do list for today. Archie, man. There you go, buddy. Okay. Got these crew fed. Brought them some hay yesterday morning. Looks like, in usual fashion, they've eaten up one roll and barely touched the other one. Have not quite eaten up one. They still got some hay in it. Hadn't worked on this one too much. Should still have plenty of protein in the protein tub. Oh yeah, we just brought that down here not too long ago. Oh, maybe a week ago. It may have been a week ago today, or maybe it was even this past weekend. But anyway, we update on this crew. The 13 bred heifers, the Angus heifers, the black ones that have been part of the group we've been trying to sell, they are officially sold. Gentleman already paid us for them. They're still here. He was gonna get them this weekend. We've actually got a trip planned for my wife's birthday. I've had planned for a while, so man, it was kind of like, dadgummit, I've been trying to sell these heifers. That guy wants to come get them, and I'm not even, like the one weekend I can't do it. But he's gonna come get them next weekend, right before Christmas. So we'll hold on to them for a few more days. Happy to move on. I'm always sad to see animals leave. They're nice. But we needed to cut down on our hay consumption, and a little cash flow is always nice as well. But anyway, we got to head into town, take care of some errands there. It's nearly 10 o'clock. So day is getting away from us. It's what tends to happen. It's what happens when I don't get out and do all my routine chores early, you know, like I do on a regular day, and I wait until after the kids leave. I feel like I never can catch up. Then it's dark before I know it. But and oh, the joys of having children. Looking here, and obviously we've got a little spot where we burn some trash, usually just some feed sacks. And you know, there may be, you know, in a little barn trash, you put an empty feed sack, and we get enough of them, and you know, the weather's right, you know, it's not super dry, we'll burn them. I look down, there's a fork. That is one of our good forks from like our silverware that we eat on in the house. You tell me, like, how does that end up in a trash bag at the barn? Like, if I'm eating a snack at the barn and I need a fork, I mean, we've got plastic forks. I mean, I'm gonna blame it on the kids just because, well, let's be honest, that's almost certainly who's to blame. But what? Are you kidding me? One of our nice silverware. Somehow, I just happened to look down. I'm like, huh. Which I don't know that it's even worth trying to mess with, but maybe we can polish it up. Oh me. So, yeah. Kids are fun. Kids are a lot of fun. But oh yeah, always draws a crowd. This be a lesson for any young guys out there, any young single guys. If you want to attract the ladies, you just got to feed them. Worked for me and my wife. I don't know, I married a skinny girl, but still, they all like to eat, even the skinny ones. Found a bad spot on the fence, and of course it's always worse than you're hoping it's gonna be, or usually. You're hoping, it'll just be a wire or two broke, just tie a couple back together. Might not even need anything as far as materials. Now, this old sassafras tree that fence been tied to, dead, had fallen over, all those wires were on the ground. So, yeah, we're gonna untie it here. We might not need any wire, we probably will, but we brought wire. What I didn't bring that I'm gonna need is about 2, maybe 3 T-posts, but we're gonna get all the wire at least back together, and then, depending on how we're doing on time, I may go get the post back up there at the barn and get them in as well. I hate to leave a job like 90% done like that, because then inevitably I'm gonna forget about it, and 6 months will go by and I'll be out here checking fences and be like, oh yeah, I forgot to come back and put those posts in. But anyway, we'll get to work. Okay, got her patched, ran back up to the house, grabbed a couple of T-posts, got us 4 pretty decent strands. See, of course this tree fell on the fence a long time ago. We kind of just fenced over the top of it because it was too big to really, we could have really worked on it with the chainsaw, just didn't. Cross fences always get a little neglected, but we'll find out over the next day or two if that'll hold the donkeys out. But sun's starting to get low, need to do some evening feeding. Good time to remind you, been wearing one of the new hats all day. Go to the website, hurricanecreek.farm, look at the hats, all kinds of hats. Still got a few of the old hats. Got the new designs on the hats, this one and the black one. Got the camouflage one still as well. Still have some t-shirts. I think we still have a few in every size. But yeah, make great Christmas gifts. I'll go ahead and say, anybody, as long as you get an order in by Sunday, which will be the 17th, we'll get them shipped out on the 18th on Monday. Always dangerous to put a whole lot of faith in the post office, but I feel pretty confident you should have them by Christmas. Like a great Christmas gift, stocking stuff or whatever. And if you order them, I don't know, even if you order them by like Monday and we get them shipped on Tuesday, you probably should still get them. But anyway, and hey, if you're watching this video 6 months from now, might be sold out of everything, but still check it out. See if we got any more. But yeah, appreciate everybody that commented on the last video about our video length. As I'm sitting here rambling, probably putting this video over that 15 to 20 minutes that seems to be what I've always thought was kind of the sweet spot for how long we want a video to be, but most of you guys agree. But anyway, we're gonna get back up to the barn, get the steers fed, get the Pioneer part back inside, and then we've actually got our office Christmas party here tonight. Folks will be showing up here in another hour and a half or so. So I'm gonna get ready to do that. We're actually eating barbecue. It'll be pork barbecue. But again, the pork farmers of America need our support, as well. But y'all know what we want y'all to do. Y'all eat beef and God bless. I will say, I went into town for a lunch meeting today. At one of our Mexican joints, had the steak Monterey. So I've eaten my beef for today. Actually had a little breakfast steak too. But yeah, I've eaten my beef. I'm gonna eat a little pork for dinner. Y'all eat beef and God bless.